Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Burnick and I am back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that could drastically improve the My Team game mode, if not for next year, just in the future. Because the way My Team is going, I don't know, man, it's getting real greedy. We're going to talk about all of that in this video though. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, hit that like button. 2K26 is around the corner. As soon as that drops, we got y'all with the best builds, My Team tricks, all of that. So you want to stay tuned to the channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support y'all been showing me all year long. We really did grow a lot during 2K25, so it does mean the world to me. But I don't want to drag out this intro, boys. Let's get right into these top 5 improvements to help the My Team mode. To start off, we're going to start in the pack market. This is one of the most important changes. I feel like that if 2K were to change this just a little bit, it would drastically improve the game mode. More people will be playing, more people will just be excited to log in. Is the pack market, just the pack odds in general. As y'all can see right here, this box, these are the gold packs, so they're a little bit better than the packs that we got all year long. But even on these gold packs, you got a 25% chance to pull a gold player. And y'all could go watch some of my previous pack openings. I spent 200,000 MT, a million MT, and barely got any gold pulls. And the thing is, when you do get the gold pulls, they're limited to the bad players like a Steph Curry, a Oscar Robertson, a Penny Hardaway. You're not pulling a Wemby Bron. I feel like this is a big change that needs to come in the future of My Team. I feel like when you're opening packs, if you're spending money on the game, you should have an equal chance to pull anybody. Like if I pull a gold card, I should not be like, oh, it's gonna be Steph Curry. I should have just as equal chance to pull this Kevin Durant. I feel like that would bring a lot more excitement to the mode. It would actually make people want to open packs more. I'm not even saying packs should just be gone, because opening packs is fun. I like opening packs, but I feel like when you open packs and don't get rewarded, I feel like that's the problem. Especially since 2K could just up these odds and make it so much better, or at least just give us an equal chance to pull any card in the game when we open packs. Especially now that there's going to be WNBA players in packs. Y'all really got to think about this. You're trying to pull KD, Wemby, someone like that, and you're pulling Caitlin Clark. I know a lot of people like Caitlin Clark. I really don't want to be using WNBA players on My Team. So anytime I pull one of them when I'm trying to pull somebody, I'm gonna be mad. It's gonna be a troll to me. So I just feel like they need to make the pack odds equal for next year, especially since they're gonna be adding a bunch more cards, and it's just gonna be kind of a troll if you can never pull your favorite NBA player. You're always seeing the WNBA players. I just don't want that to be a problem. Hopefully in 26 or just in the previous My Teams, they get back to having equal chances to pull in whoever you want, because the way packs are going, I'm not even going to talk about how expensive some of these packs are, like the Hoff boxes being $100 and everything you get in that you can't sell. I feel like that's kind of L2. If you're spending $100 on the game after you already bought the game, you should be able to put everything you buy in that pack up in the auction house to make MT and benefit from it. I feel like all these unauctionable things are just killing the mode, and I'm going to talk about that later. This is about the packs right now. But yeah, they need to make these packs equal chance where you can pull anybody. They shouldn't be dropping specific boxes where it's like, oh, you have an equal chance to pull this. I feel like that's kind of just a slap in our face. And as a community, we need to put our foot down. We need to start talking about this on Twitter, bashing 2K for doing stuff like this. Because if this was other games, like in Call of Duty EA, when the company does something people don't like, there's a whole riot and the stuff does get changed. I feel like us as a My Team community, we're way too lax. We just go with the flow. We're just buying the boxes. We just play the game how it is. I mean, it's the way. We don't want to be complaining. I don't want to be complaining, but I feel like if 2K were just to change this, it would actually make the My Team mode so much better. A lot more people would be playing the mode, because some people walked away from the mode specifically because it's like they feel like it's just a gambling simulator, and I can't blame them for that. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is mode rewards. As y'all can see right here, these mode rewards, they're decent right now. As y'all can see, if you get 60 wins, you could get an invincible player, 100 overall. But honestly, at this stage of the game, these rewards still aren't good for the time we're in. In season 9, I feel like the rewards for getting 60, 120 wins in Showdown, because Showdown is going to be in 2K26, I feel like these rewards need to be updated significantly. They give us the 20 pack box, but they drop 51 pack boxes with a topper. I feel like for 120 wins, you should get that 51 pack box with a topper. That's just me though. I feel like these rewards, the MT amount should be higher. You should get 50k for getting 60 wins and 100,000 for getting 120 wins. Other sports games, they reward you. They give you a bunch of MT when you play in the game. I feel like 2K, you got to really be grinding the game a lot to make MT, and playing 120 games, that's a grind. Only for 50,000 MT, I feel like that's useless. If you're already playing Showdown, each week you get like 35,000 just for getting 70 wins. So I feel like they could have definitely upped the MTM out for getting 120 wins and 60 wins. That's just me though. As y'all see, I also feel like there should be a player reward behind getting 120 wins each season. It should be a very good player if they're gonna keep it like this and not go back to the 13-0 system, which I honestly don't mind not going back to that, because when you had to go 13-0, not everybody could go 13-0. There were cheese methods to do it, but you feel me? If you're not that good, you're not going to win 13 games in a row, especially with the skill-based matchmaking, how they added it into 2K. You're definitely not going to win 13 games in a row. But this system right here, if they were just to up the rewards and give us a set player after you get 120 wins, that's going to be good for the whole season, not like some troll short point guard that we're not going to use. A good reward player each season for getting 120 wins. I feel like that would be a way to make these rewards a little bit better. Like I said, up the MT count. And I feel like the rewards, like even these packs we're getting during previous seasons, we weren't getting invincibles and 100 overalls. Like last season, I feel like we should have seen invincibles and GOAT players in these rewards. So I feel like they're a little outdated. They need to give us relevant rewards that we could use when it actually drops, not some rewards that are just kind of decent. I feel like mode rewards need to get a massive buff, and I didn't see a lot of 2K YouTubers at Community Day talking about that. We were not getting rewarded at all this year, and I feel like that's the problem. The YouTubers who are going to Community Day aren't talking about the real problems in Myteam. It's just kind of crazy to me. The third thing I'm gonna talk about is honestly, these festivals gotta go next year. The way they did these festivals, as y'all can see, all these festivals, the GOAT ones were at least better. You could at least maybe grind for some of these players, but before the GOAT festival, you could really not grind for any of the top players in each festival. So if your favorite player like James Harden, KD, or Steph Curry was locked behind a festival, you weren't able to get them unless you spent a bunch of bread on the game. And I just don't feel like that's right. I feel like that as a community, we're just accepting these festivals. These never used to be in Myteam back in the day. They were not like this. If they had a festival, it wouldn't be somewhere a bunch of players were locked behind a massive paywall like this. Maybe it was like this in 2K24. I wasn't playing 24 Myteam, but so maybe 2K24 people were just accepting a bunch of BS and 2K just going down this path. But these festivals, they gotta go. People, you gotta spend so much money, and besides the fact that some of our favorite players are getting locked behind these massive paywalls, all of the best cards in the game are in these festivals, and they cost a bunch of money to get, or you have to grind the game absurdly. And like I said, before the GO festival, you couldn't even grind and get the top players in the festival. Like, you had to spend money, which is just insane to me. So I feel like these festivals gotta go. If they want to do festivals, I feel like everything in the festival should be able to be grinded out, and it shouldn't be somewhere it's so impossible to grind out. I feel like if you're playing this game, no money spent, you should be able to obtain almost everything somebody that's spending money should get. I feel like that would just make the community so much better. You gotta realize a lot of people playing this game aren't about to spend thousands of dollars just to get one card, because as y'all see, the new games dropping every year, so there's really no need to spend that much money on one game. So I just feel like it turns a lot of people off when they can't get their favorite players. The fourth point that I'm gonna talk about is a game mode that I think would be very good to add into Myteam, especially since the way it is right now, there's a lot of times where you can't use your favorite cards. I feel like 2K needs to add a draft mode. I know Madden, they probably still have a draft mode. In the last Madden I played, they had a mode where you could go in, you draft your team, you could pick cards that are up there, so you could use any card. Like, let's say in the first round of the draft it's GOAT KD, Invincible Wemby, something like that, so you get the pick, then the next person gets the pick. I feel like 2K needs a draft mode that would be very hype with good rewards, like a set player reward at the end. Once you get a certain amount of wins, you should also be getting a bunch of MT along the way, like for getting 25 wins, something like that, maybe get 50k. I feel like there's a ways to reward us in this game just for playing the game, but 2K is really lazy. Like, if y'all think about it, you should be getting MT rewards for almost everything you're doing in this game. That would put a lot more MT out there for the community, especially the people who are grinding the game, and I feel like that goes hand in hand with things being unauctionable. If 2K gave us more MT just from playing the game, and they made rewards and stuff like that, like even when you buy packs they made them auctionable, then there would be more cards in the auction house, people would have more MT, the game would just be more accessible for everybody, it would be more fun, it would get back to the glory days. I'm trying to tell you, Myteam used to be so lit. I barely used to watch park YouTubers. My favorite YouTubers back in the day were like OSN, Cash Nasty, guys like that, who were just going crazy on Myteam. Jester, you feel me? They were dropping bangers. You could wager people for 1,000,000 MT, do stuff like that. I feel like the community was so much better back then, but 2K has just gone away from that. I don't know, I felt like back then they at least cared more. Now they just care about getting money, which kind of sucks, and there's not too many creators really talking about it. The last last thing I'm gonna talk about, which I've been talking about throughout this whole video, is things being unauctionable. I feel like unauctionable stuff has to go. I get maybe the domination reward and stuff like that should be unauctionable. You probably shouldn't be able to sell that. But if you're spending $100 on packs, or you're just grinding 120 games, something like that, I feel like you should be able to sell everything you get from those rewards. It's crazy. In Showdown, there's a tier of unauctionable rewards and then auctionable rewards, and the unauctionable rewards always give you more, and they're low-key a little bit better than the auctionable rewards, which makes no sense to me. 2K just doesn't want the community to have empty and have good stuff, which is just kind of crazy. I feel like that has to go in the coming 2Ks. We should be able to sell everything that we're buying with real money. $100 on a box and you can't sell anything. Insane to me. I don't know when this became common. And also right here, as y'all can see, when you grind out the game, this is probably a Tatum that I got from one of these free packs they give me. None of the packs that they give you for grinding the game are auctionable, so it really doesn't make sense. If you get a dud or a duplicate, you're kind of just screwed. You have to quick sell it. At least they should up the quick sell value for invincible and GOAT cards. Like if I get a duplicate Jason Tatum, I should be able to quick sell this card for like 100,000, something like that. I feel like if we're gonna keep unauctionable stuff, then you should be able to quick sell stuff for a high value. That's the only way it would make sense. In Madden, there's certain cards you could quick sell for like 200,000 MT or whatever the currency is that game. So I feel like 2K could definitely do that, where certain cards, the higher tier, they have a higher quick sell value. There's no reason I should be quick selling a GOAT or an invincible card for 3,000 MT. Come on, man. We all know that's just a scam. But this is going to do it, boys, for this video, where I give the top 5 improvements that I feel like would really help the Myteam community and game mode just as a whole. Like I said, I've been sparked to make this video because I've been seeing some things, how they're disrespecting the Myteam community, stuff like that. We saw only like 3 creators got invited to community day. So I feel like they just putting the Myteam mode on the back burner, and I don't know why, because we spend a lot of money. That's why I'm saying we're gonna have to put our foot down as a community to get the game mode back lit, because the way it's going, boys, I know I don't like to complain, but the way it's going is not looking good. If we really want to start voicing our opinions more so that the Myteam mode could get back to the glory days, y'all see what they're doing for the park side. The only reason why gameplay is better is because the park guys complained. If the park guys weren't complaining about gameplay, gameplay would have still been just as trash. So I feel like we need a voice in the Myteam community, a real voice in the community, and not these people who get invited and not saying nothing. We need a real voice in the Myteam community to bring light to the changes that need to be made. And if it gotta be me, it gotta be me, man. I don't even care if I ever get invited to community day. They need to fix these things. The game mode needs to be more accessible for people who don't want to spend $1,000, $3,000 each year just to play Myteam. And that's truly how I feel about the mode. Let me know what y'all think about these changes down below in the comments. Let me know down below in the comments what changes y'all would love to see in the Myteam game mode as a whole. I always like to see that. Let's just spark up the discussion. Hopefully we could get other Myteam YouTubers to see this, also voice their opinions, because that's what we really need. Because like I said, boys, the way Myteam's going, you're gonna have to be spending 10K a year. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's been your boy Burnick. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. I hope y'all are all having a great day, and I'm out. Peace.